Doctor Who just pulled off one of its biggest surprises yet. Billie Piper has officially been introduced as the 16th Doctor. Yes, you read that right. Rose Tyler herself is now the Doctor. This shocking twist is blowing up the fandom, and it's got everyone asking the same questions. Why does the Doctor now look like Rose? What does this mean for the future of the show? And how long is Billie Piper sticking around in this iconic role? Let's break this down. Regeneration has always been a huge part of Doctor Who's legacy. It's how the show has stayed fresh for over 60 years, by giving the Doctor a new face, a new personality, and a whole new vibe. Sometimes Time Lords can control what they look like after regenerating, but the Doctor? Not so much. It's usually random, or at least that's what we thought. But recently, things have been getting a bit more complicated. Remember when David Tennant came back as the 14th Doctor? That kicked off a whole new concept called Regeneration, which basically allows multiple versions of the Doctor to exist at the same time. It's wild and totally opens the door for even more surprises, like this one with Billie Piper. Rumors had been flying for a while that Ncuti Gatwa, the 15th Doctor, might not be sticking around after season 15. So naturally, fans were bracing for a possible regeneration. But no one expected this regeneration. Instead of someone brand new, the Doctor turned into a face we already knew very well, Billie Piper, the actress who played Rose Tyler, one of the most beloved companions in modern Doctor Who history. That's right, the Doctor has literally become Rose. Now here's where things get really interesting. Billie Piper is listed in the credits at the end of the episode, but not in the way you'd expect. Usually when a new Doctor debuts, the credits say something like, "Introducing actor as the Doctor." But this time, the credits simply say, "Introducing Billie Piper," after already naming Ncuti Gatwa and Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. It's a subtle difference, but one that definitely feels intentional. It's almost like the show is hinting there's more going on here than a standard regeneration. Showrunner Russell T. Davies seems to confirm this. In a press release, he said something that's got fans talking. "Billie once changed the whole of television back in 2005, and now she's done it again. It's an honor and a hoot to welcome her back to the TARDIS, but quite how and why and who is a story yet to be told." That last line, how and why and who, suggests there's a major mystery at the heart of this regeneration. This isn't just a random return. It's part of a much bigger story. Let's talk about the face itself. This isn't the first time Doctor Who has recycled an actor. Colin Baker originally played a Gallifreyan soldier before becoming the 6th Doctor. Peter Capaldi showed up as a Roman in The Fires of Pompeii, before taking over as the 12th Doctor. In Capaldi's case, the show actually built a storyline around it. The Doctor chose that face on purpose, to remind himself that he's someone who saves people. So what if the same thing is happening here? It would make a lot of emotional sense. Rose Tyler was the first companion of the revived series, and she and the Doctor had a deep, complicated, and very emotional bond. They loved each other, there's really no other way to put it. And their goodbye was heartbreaking. Sure, Rose ended up with the human version of the Doctor in a parallel universe, but the original Doctor never really moved on. Maybe this regeneration into her face is a sign that he's still carrying that emotional weight. Maybe he wants to remember her. Maybe he needs to. And let's not forget that Russell T. Davies has been leaning hard into the emotional trauma of the Doctor lately. The Regeneration twist felt like a form of therapy, a way for the Doctor to face his pain head-on. But even with that, the emotional wounds haven't fully healed. So it wouldn't be a stretch to say this latest regeneration is a continuation of that idea. The Doctor is still hurting, still haunted by his past, and now, he's literally wearing the face of someone he once lost. As for the future of Doctor Who, things are a little murky. The show went through a rough patch under former showrunner Chris Chibnall. Ratings were slipping, the fanbase was divided, and there were even whispers about cancellation. But then Russell T. Davies came back, and the BBC made a big co-production deal with Disney+. That helped the show get back on its feet, and it introduced the new era with big-budget visuals and fresh energy. But now, that Disney Plus deal might be coming to an end. Reports say the partnership will only last through 2 seasons and an upcoming spin-off called The War Between the Land and the Sea. After that, the future of the franchise is uncertain. Will the BBC find another international partner? Will the show go fully back to being UK-funded? Nobody knows for sure yet. That said, Doctor Who is still one of the BBC's most iconic and valuable properties. It's a major player in international markets, with fans all around the world. Merchandising, streaming rights, DVDs, books, comics, you name it, Doctor Who makes money from it. So even if the Disney Plus deal ends, it's highly unlikely the show will vanish. More likely the BBC will just pivot and try something new. Maybe another co-producer. Maybe a different streaming partner. Or maybe they'll double down and keep it in-house again. But what about Billie Piper? Is she here to stay as the 16th Doctor? Or is this a one-time thing, like David Tennant's brief return as the 14th Doctor? Right now, nobody knows. It could go either way. Davies made it clear that there's a story reason behind her return, and that the full explanation is still coming. That could mean she sticks around for a few episodes, or even a full season. Or it could be a short, emotional arc designed to bridge the gap between Doctors. One thing's for sure, this twist has completely reignited interest in the show. Billie Piper's return has nostalgic power, emotional weight, and endless storytelling potential. Whether she's the Doctor for just a moment, or for a whole new chapter, her presence is going to leave a mark on the show. And the mystery around it, why the Doctor took on her face, what it all means, and what happens next, is already making this one of the most talked about moments in modern Doctor Who history. This twist might also be laying the groundwork for something even bigger. We've already seen that the rules of regeneration aren't set in stone. The Doctor can split into 2 people now. He can come back as a previous face. So why not open the door to even more emotional storytelling? Maybe past companions can come back in new ways. Maybe the Doctor's own past traumas will be explored more deeply through the faces he chooses. The possibilities are endless. At the end of the day, Doctor Who has always been about change. The show evolves, regenerates, and reinvents itself with every new era. Billie Piper becoming the 16th Doctor is just the latest, and possibly boldest, example of that. It honors the past, shakes up the present, and teases an unpredictable future. Whether it lasts 1 episode or several seasons, this twist will definitely go down in Whovian history as one of the most memorable moments ever. So hang on tight, because the TARDIS is heading into uncharted territory again. And this time, it's doing it with a familiar face, and a whole lot of emotional baggage. The only thing we can count on is that nothing will ever be the same again.